Here we are. Good evening, good evening, good evening. It's Tuesday. You know what that means. It's time for your number one sports podcast in the world. So I'm Sports4U. Live on YouTube. I'm John. That's Mark.
Yep.
Nick Freeze is out today. Happy birthday to Nico. He'll be back on Friday. We're live on your TV screens, your mobile devices, your laptops, your desktops. However you watch YouTube, we are here. We're also streaming on Facebook and X. What up, Bella? Good evening to you too.
What's up, Bella?
Make sure you subscribe to Sports4U podcast on YouTube. Like us on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter and IG at Sports4U podcast. You can follow me at John Watson 0984 on Twitter and Instagram. Follow Mark on Instagram at HighOnMark and at HighOnMark1 on Twitter, aka Girl Wind of Fire. Follow Nick on Twitter and Instagram at 99Gorilla. And we're going to talk a little hoops action tonight. We're 48 hours away from the beginning of the NBA Finals. Live in Boston starting on Tuesday between the Dallas Mavericks and the Boston Celtics. And that series will kick off on Thursday night. Game 1 Thursday, Game 2 Sunday. Game 3 Wednesday, Game 4 on Friday. We'll be live during Game 4. Dice, what up with it?
Dice, what's up with it, G?
Right. And so we here talking a little hoops action. Obviously, there's a lot going on in the world of basketball on the men's and the women's side. So let's start there. We got a game on. We got a WNBA game on right now with the Chicago Sky and the New York Liberty right now. As they're playing in Chicago, close game, and obviously Chicago was around the epicenter of I don't know if I want to call it controversy, but it was the epicenter of basketball behind a specific incident that happened on Saturday afternoon. If you've been under a rock the last couple of days, you've been following the story with Caitlin Clark in regards to what happened Saturday between the Indiana Fever and the Chicago Sky. Obviously, Kennedy Carter, who's a starting guard for the Sky, bumped Caitlin Carter. Obviously, it was in retaliation because Carter swung an elbow at her on the previous play. And at that time, they did not sense a flagrant, but going back, they did assess it as a flagrant one. And obviously, this sparked a whole lot of debate amongst basketball fans about the physicality towards Caitlin Clark, jealousy, envy, animosity, everything that is taken away from the great, everything good that's been going on with the WNBA for the last last few weeks since the start of the season, the momentum that they've built specifically because they now have more eyeballs because of this young lady's entrance into the league. But there was a lot of conversation about the physicality towards her. Is there jealousy? Is there a lot of jealousy? It's just it took away it's taken away from everything that was good about the WNBA game. Sam, what up with it? Good to see you, brother.
Sam, what's up?
So, but the Fever did win by 1. And let's just start with what happened on Saturday. Obviously, we're watching the Sky right now. They're losing to the Liberty 75-66 with 7 minutes left in the game. What was your reaction to everything that went down with this, with everything that's happening off the court with the W? Since that seems to be everybody's focus now.
I heard Rebecca Lobo speak today, and Monica McNutt,
Hall of Famer. Rebecca Lobo is.
Yeah, Rebecca Lobo is. But shout out to Monica McNutt. And if y'all don't know, if y'all remember her before First State, she was a hooper at Georgetown. It's not enough for all the talk that's about going on about WNBA. It's not enough about the actual game of basketball.
I 100% agree.
I'm tired of the Caitlin Clark. Is it jealousy? Probably is. It's probably a little bit of jealousy in there from some players. Probably a little bit of envy in there. It's probably a little bit. I mean, she's a rookie at $28 million shoe contract without touching, a NBA court check.
Right.
Yes, I can understand why some people might be a little bit, jealous of that. Might be a little bit upset at that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So cool. All that. If that's what all is, that's all it is. It happens in every sport, dog. This happens all the time.
Mm-hmm.
We seen when LeBron came in. People on Cleveland was already jealous of him before he even stepped foot on the court.
Sure was.
But at the end of the day, you just got to show and prove. You know what I'm saying? Like, shout out to she not. Some games is better than others. She, the following game after the Chicago game against New York, she had a horrible game that game.
Only 3 points.
Yeah, but she's still showing up, and she will learn. She can learn through this. Dog. All this is a learning experience. But for everybody else that's speaking about it, we're not talking about. I haven't heard not one person talk about how Connecticut is undefeated.
It's kind of sad.
I mean, I don't even think nobody knows that down to Roxy leading the league in scoring.
And that she had the most points by a person, had the most points, the highest, the oldest person to score 30 points in basketball, period.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying, dog. To me, it's not enough about the actual sport. It's about all the controversy, but that also comes when you have a high-profile player coming into a new league. That's what's gonna happen, dog.
I agree, and I also think this. I don't know if the WNBA prepared themselves for the PR nightmare that was going to be Caitlin Clark's rookie year, because it's been a world storm since she's entered the league. So I don't think they was prepared to know that this was going to be this much attention was going to be brought to their game for not the reasons on the court. Someone in the front office dropped the ball on the PR side, because they should have been prepared for this. Just looking at the numbers from the draft to obviously knowing what the numbers were during the Final Four, I just don't see that they was ready for this moment. And I think I think once all this chaos dies down, we'll start focusing more on the basketball. Like you just said, the Connecticut Sun are the best team in the WNBA. No one's talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
We're not talking about how Angel Wilson is putting up, I think, a 20-10 season, if I'm not mistaken. Angel Reese has been leading the league in offensive rebounds as a rookie. It's everything else. It's the jealousy. It's the envy. It's flagrant fouls. It's I don't want to talk about this person. They're jealous. It's a bunch of just stuff that's taken away from the goodness of the game. Now, obviously, I just hope that everybody officially cooler heads have prevailed, and we can just focus on basketball. And Bella said, "What about what Matt Barnes said about her teammates protecting her?" Let me go there. I don't condone violence, but I do believe in having your teammates back, and I do agree with Matt Barnes said. Who is the enforcer on the fever? Because when we look at that, I didn't see not one teammate go up to Kennedy Carter at least say, "Yo, what the heck are you doing to our teammate?" You ain't gotta be physical. You ain't gotta try to fight her. But if that happens to the best, usually when that happens to the best player of your team, someone is going to try to take one for the team. But
yeah, if somebody that's Tyrese Halliburton, you will see somebody at least getting dual face.
I agree.
They might take a tech. They might even take a suspension. You know what I'm saying? But you just can't do that to the best player on the team, or the most marketable person on the team, for whatever reason. I agree with Matt Barnes, but that also tells me something about what a lot of her teammates might think about her.
I was saying that the other day. It was like, do they really F with her like that?
Yeah, that kind of because even when she got knocked down, like nobody went to go help her get up. You know, they was all kind of like, oh, like a day school. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That tells me a lot about maybe what some people think about. Get that shit out of here, injuries. And
no miss.
But yeah, that kind of just tell me what they think about her. So, either something's not right in that team, or something not right. Something's going on in that organization.
That coach don't have that locker room under control.
Yeah, it's something that's going on there. You know what I'm saying? Even if it is a new person and they getting all the accolades and all the notoriety, dog, it still has to be somebody on the team that has her back.
I don't know what it's gonna take, but they got to figure this out. I don't think that coach will be back next year. I just think that they're not prepared for the Fever. Not prepared for this moment.
Shout out to Jamie. Jamie, go be that coach. Oh.
Yeah, shout out to boy Jamie. He's going to be coaching South Torrance next year. He might be coaching in the NW next year. So shout out. Speaking into existence. But then that obviously led to the conversations on all the talking head shows. First Take, The Herd, Undisputed, blah, blah, blah. But obviously everybody's focused on what happened on First Take with Monica McNutt, Stephen A. and Shannon. And obviously the clip that went viral was from Monica McNutt saying that First Take could have did something about this 3 years ago. And
that's not what she said.
Well, meaning, one paraphrase, that they could have been speaking about the WNBA 3 years ago, as far as could have been speaking if you with your platform, and then Stephen A. went on his podcast, kind of grandstanded, basically
said a whole lot of nothing.
But I do want to say, I know a lot of people probably didn't go past the first half, but if you go through, I watched the entire clip. He did obviously defend the part where Turk responded to what was really the gist of our argument about, more exposure for the W was nobody was. And at that time, and when First Take, it shows like the Undisputed and all these talking, debate, and whatever, they're like the radio stations. They only play the hits. And nobody wants to play something that's different. If you listen to your favorite radio station, where you listening to local radio, you're listening into Sirius, more so Sirius. No one wants to play the underground stuff, play the real stuff, the stuff that has you, feeling in a different vibe.
I'm not disagreeing with that, John, but there are segments of every radio station that might focus on one certain thing. Like, I don't know if you remember, out here we used to have a West Coast Wednesdays.
Oh, always.
So, you know what I'm saying? Even though we're on the West Coast, it sucks that we had to have a West Coast Wednesday.
Right.
But where it plays strictly West Coast music.
Yeah.
Not so much what was popping at the time. It was just we playing West Coast music.
Yeah.
What Monica McNutt was saying was, for everybody to be so passionate about, and everybody can have their opinions and their feelings, but for everybody to be so passionate about what they think and what they feel now, these conversations could have been had before we had Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. It could have happened 3 years ago. The quality, I'm not saying the players, the quality of basketball hasn't changed.
No, it hasn't. It's stuff that you're seeing now. It was happening.
It was happening before.
So we watched as kids.
Yeah.
Too.
So that's what I'm saying. So it's not like anything changed. Now it's just more names that you recognize. And so and it's not just Caitlin Clark, but it is the Angel Reese. It is the Rakia Jacksons. It is the Cardoza. You know what I'm saying? So Cameron Brinks. Yes. It that we see all that, but what Monica McNutt was saying was, if we so passionate about it, how come this passion wasn't there 3 years ago?
I don't think no one really cared.
And that's her point.
And she's right. And I know there've been a lot of people came out and said that they've been trying to plead with the networks, specifically First Take to speak more. I think this is also an ESPN issue.
Angel Reese got kicked out the game?
Yeah. We're watching right now.
I don't know what she got kicked out for. I didn't see it.
I don't see it, but yeah. But they're down 11.
11.
And they're playing and we're in the Commissioner's Cup. So this is their version of the in-season tournament, which was actually where the in-season tournament idea came from. For those that don't know, it came from the WNBA's Commissioner's Cup. ESPN didn't do a good job of, she sent to the ref. Got her fifth foul. And the referee said, okay, it's time to go. Hit the showers, rookie. But the ESPNs, the FS1s, obviously, if you are trying to find a WNBA game, I don't think a lot of people know where CBS Sports Network is.
Right.
I don't know. They don't know where the Ion channel is. Everyone knows Amazon Prime now because everyone has Prime. Everyone has Prime. But those were the places where before ESPN really got back into the game, to the TV deals where the games were. Obviously, you see a few games on ESPN, but the games like we're watching the game right now with the Liberty in the Sky, that game's on NBA TV. AC, what up with it, bro?
AC, what up with it?
But those are the games. That makes it harder for you to find your sport if you can't find the channels.
Now, what I will say with Caitlin Clark is, and with these other rookies, is starting, if not this year or next year, within 2 or 3 years, you'll start being able to find WNBA games on a lot more channels. Because I think there's going to be a TV deal that comes in place, and if the WNBA keeps showing up with numbers like they've been showing up these first couple weeks during the season, they're going to get a bigger TV deal, and then you're going to start seeing a lot more money being made that the players been asking for. Now, for those who don't know, the new TV deal that the NBA has going on, the WNBA TV deal is actually incorporated with that. She said, Bella says, I go to the WNBA app to find out. That, like, it's the same. Like, we would know, like, if an NBA game is on, we know we're either going to ESPN or TNT. But that's what eventually I would like the WNBA to get to that point where I don't have to go to the NBA app to find out what a game for the NBA. The WNBA should be like that too. And another thing was, I also feel is they need more TV exposure. I mean, like, I'm not talking about the games. You need more show. Like, we got an NBA. Come find in the comment. Hey, Fat Press out the moms. Glad she's doing well. Yeah. The thing is, you got NBA. We have the jump. We had NBA Today. We have Inside Stuff. When we were watching Inside Stuff, it's a bunch of different NBA. We don't have that with the WNBA. We had that. I mean, they got a show, I think, on NBA TV, but there's no. They do a WNBA Today segment on NBA Today, but that's not enough. It's not. They need a show where you can see, like on ESPN. That's a slut. What? All right, that's how they broadcast these games. Crazy. Man, that's not that. Subtitles are wild these days, man. I know. Look, maybe the subtitles got misogyny in it. That's insane. Yeah, shout out to Fat Moms, man. I'm glad to see she's home, man. Tell her I love her. Yeah, love you too, Mom. Love you, Mom. But yeah, they need a show like that where you can have a Chanae Gumake on there, Monica McNutt, obviously Andrea Carter, Rebecca Lobo. I'm saying those who call the games like L. Duncan. Yep. Yeah. Shout out. University of Georgia, you heard? Yeah, Broncos fan too. But yeah, those type of shows where you can go to maybe for an hour on Monday or hour daily and watch us to bring in extra just heat checked. But I mean, even if we don't want to start with an hour, let's give them a 30-minute. Right. Let's give them a 30-minute show. You know what I'm saying? See how it does, and then if we can get the support, if they can get the support that is deserved, then yeah, we can. Yeah, but they need something. They need a platform where people can go watch their highlights too. Stewie had 33. Right. She had 33 and 13. That's what they're doing, huh? Sabrina had 24. Yeah. Yeah. Angel Reese had 13 and 10. Shout out to the double-double. Yeah, 34, 14, and 3 on 14 and 25 shooting from Breonna Stewart tonight. Delano DeShields' daughter. She had 4. Diamond DeShields. Yep. Delano DeShields. Delano DeShields, man.
Denial of the Shields.
Mm-hmm.
Denial of the Shields.
Camilla only had 1.5 rebounds.
So you know I keep saying denial of the Shields, right?
Yeah. Why?
That's who we get Pedro Martinez for.
Oh yeah.
We had Pedro Martinez. We traded him for denial of the Shields.
He was good though.
No, not denial of the Shields. He was a good basketball player. Pedro. We have Pedro.
As he said, they had her take at one point.
Yeah, I think well, I know El Duncan has a podcast called First Take Her Take, but they don't got like AC, they don't have that show. They need something where you can recap their highlights, break down their game film just like you do with the men, do with the NFL, do with MLB.
It's crazy because during the season we'll see them break down film and of like a Minnesota and Memphis game. Maybe not many people watched it, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I think they need that for I'm with you. They need that for the WNBA too, where it's more than just the hard fouls on Caitlin Clark or you know what I'm saying? Like, we don't need. I understand that happens, but that's part of the game. Like anybody who's ever stepped foot on the basketball court, has taken a hard foul. I promise you that. I can promise you that any level. So that's part of the game. Now, whether what's behind it, we won't never know. We don't know what was these players' minds, heads, and thoughts. Mm-hmm. But that's the hard fouls, the like Nick would say, welcome to the league moments. That happens. It happens to everybody.
All the time.
We don't have to talk about that every time Shorty get hit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's and I guarantee you she's not want to go on interviews and talk about it every time she get hit. She probably wanted to play too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Sam said, even though I'm not a WNBA fan, I at least say they need more exposure. Yeah, I will never forget Fred Clear for trading the Shields for Pedro Martinez. Dodgers didn't recover until I wouldn't say that they still had Nomo. We still had Nomo. It's not like we still had Nomo for a minute. And it's not like the Dodgers didn't have rookie of the year every year for like 5 straight years. But
Bella, what you just said?
Okay, I'm not going to go read that. AC says, but doesn't that beat the fairness point if they want women talking more about women's sports on main platforms instead of giving them their own? Because at the end of the day, it's all about views. Well, it's like this. Tell me a sport that don't have a show that doesn't recap their highlights.
Doug, I turned on the TV on a Fire Stick, pause, and I've seen hockey.
Every sport.
Yeah, every sport except for WNBA.
Hockey has it. Obviously, NFL has it. Dog, NBA has it.
Dog, I've seen a show about college softball. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So to me, it's like, but if we doing that, let's talk about the game. Not let's talk about what happened to Caitlin Clark or who hit her or why we think she did it or who cares about any of that, dog. Like, if we go talk about the game, let's talk about the game.
I agree.
Like I said, only one I will question is probably Kennedy, and that's because that wasn't a basketball play.
It clearly wasn't.
And you know what I'm saying? That's the only one I would question. Everything else, like I said, it's her teammate's job. When she ran to that hard screen, nobody on her teammate said nothing. Like, to me, that
was indicting.
Yeah.
That was really like alarming. Like, nobody said anything.
And I'm tired of people talking about the other things other than the actual sport of basketball.
Right. Like I said, we haven't even focused on how good the Connecticut Sun is, how good some of these players are. But I do got one question. I do got one thing that still is head scratching to me. And I brought it up in our group chat yesterday. The Fever have played in 11 games throughout these first 21 days of the season. The reigning defending champions.
Tig, I'm not mad at that.
The reigning defending WNBA champion Las Vegas Aces have played in only 6. Something's wrong with that.
They only played 6 games?
They've only played 6 games so far. Something's wrong with that picture.
The back end of their schedule will be crazy.
There's something wrong with that picture. That picture, obviously, Mercury just won on next game. There's something wrong with that picture. How the heck do you not have? How the heck?
I don't know how they only played 6 games.
I'm looking at the standings right now.
But I also think that
they played 6 games. They've only played 6. They've only played in 6 games. They're 4-2, and the Fever have played in 11.
That kind of lets me know the WNBA knew what they was doing with marketing.
Mm-hmm.
They wanted to, and they might have kind of knew that it might be a rough start for Caitlin. So let's get these games out early, and maybe just maybe with some of these new viewers that came with Caitlin, we can keep here as viewers. But you know what I'm saying,
right?
I think that's what's going on. You got to strike while they're That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, Ted.
I think that's exactly what they're doing. While the iron is hot, their games look the Fever. I'll see what other games. Okay, you got it. The Fever, they had 81,000 total fans at their games last year. So far this year, they've throughout their first 5 home games, they've already eclipsed that.
The Fever.
Yeah, the by the way, TXA got to ease the new viewers in.
Yeah, that's what it is. I mean, dog. No matter how we feel about Caitlin, she's a cash cow right now.
Mm-hmm.
So, of course, we go market a lot more of her because we know. Not because she's the better player, not because anything else, but because we know that that's what's gonna bring the fans in. That's what's gonna put butts in the seats, and that's what the whole focus is.
And eventually, it's all gonna pay off. It's all gonna pay off in the long run.
Let's see if I can find it.
Yeah, I think the next game is on CBS. But that's where. But let's just focus. Let's get back to talking about hoops. This is a time where we need to be the Angel and Caitlin are cash cows, definitely. They need to, so you seem to disagree with part of that statement.
No, I do. Okay, not doing it. All right,
but I gotta get back to the talking about the hoops, because that's all this is doing is taking away from. You got good teams who should be in the shine. You should be definitely getting their shine on, like the Sun. You should be taking away from another possible MVP year from Asia Wilson. Relax, Tick. But that's what you got to do. But like Tick said, you got to ease the new fans in. And like I said, I do think it's a little bit of a territory thing with the old fans and the new media fans. Versus some of the newer eyes that are now on the sport, and obviously it's gonna take some time for teams to get adjusted. What up, Noodle? And Noodle agrees with Tig. I guess he agrees with Tig on his statement. Right now we got another game, the Commissioner's Cup right now with the Seattle Storm and the Phoenix Mercury, and the Storm are. They're up 10 already, 14-4.
I want to watch this game because there's a personal beef between 2 players in this game.
I know. I totally forgot about that till today.
Mm-hmm.
Who were formerly teammates.
Yeah. Oh, this year.
Okay.
What's up, Skylar Diggins?
And that's one of them. Skylar Diggins and Diana Taurasi.
DT. Yeah.
That video went viral again today. Last year when Skylar Diggins was a member of the Phoenix Mercury, there was a video of her and Diana. I think it wasn't last season, 2 seasons ago. Her and Diana Taurasi.
Where is it from?
I have to think of that.
It ain't like that, was it?
McDonald's? I don't
catfish fillet.
I don't eat McDonald's farm.
Oh, I forgot. I see catfish fillet. I think they pay $15 for McDonald's. It's from a fish market.
Yeah. Go ahead, John.
I'm trying to think. Yeah, I was saying. But I was saying that, ladies and gentlemen,
Let me know later.
Here, you want this?
is that there was a video from 2 years ago, I think, because obviously Skylar Dick was missing last season because she was pregnant. But
Okay.
Mom,
the video about a bench incident that happened between her and Diana Taurasi.
You're welcome.
What up, Ill Will? Good to see you, my brother. No rules in the building.
That ain't Omar.
Yeah, well, ain't nothing gonna be on mine. I'll try fish. See how I go. But
the old Cooter video?
I don't know what they're talking about. With Ill Will in the house. So hopefully we see that just keep it on the floor, because obviously I don't no disrespect to Chicago Diggins. I love me some Chicago Diggins. Don't get on Diana Taurasi bad side. She don't need much motivation to get in that zone. And when she get in that zone, it's on. Sam said he about to make a burger when the first meaty.
Excuse me?
Pause.
What the nigga just said?
Sam said he's on the way to fresh and meaty.
About to make a burger run. You want a fresh and meaty? All right, that's cool. I make sure in chat you got some bad. Oh shit.
Oh, what?
All
right, we're checking right now, bro. But let's support the WNBA. Let's let them have their moment. And let's all eat. Let's all share a piece of this pie, and let's not overreact. Now, what happened in first take yesterday, it was sad, but it was well needed. And then what should have happened yesterday was what should have happened today. So I watched Get Up this morning. I saw Monica McNutt and Rebecca Lobo. What I didn't like, though, was, I watch Get Up and First Take every day. And when they have a certain topic, and they like to sometimes revisit the topic twice in the show, they had two separate debates about it, right?
With the people that agree with them.
Or roundtable discussion.
Mm-hmm.
Well, in Get Up's case, it's a roundtable discussion.
Mm-hmm.
So they opened the show with the situation with the.
This nigga say he watch you Get Up in the morning?
Yo, you got to chill.
That's crazy.
Yo, you got to relax. But they opened the show, obviously, with Monica McNutt and Rebecca Lobo talking about Kayla Clark and the situation with the Sky. And then the second hour of the show, they just replayed the same exact segment instead of adding more nuance to it.
Now, this I don't have much about because, as you know, I don't watch First Take.
Well, this was on Get Up.
Okay.
And Green said, to his credit, he wasn't going to really say much because he doesn't cover the WNBA. He's not like he's done for as many years with Mike and Mike covering the NFL and the NBA for the 35 years he's been in the media.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Greeny. But I would have thought, like, if they did the topic, twice, have you add Rebecca Lobo and Monica McNutt, and then maybe you add a couple more voices to add some more nuance to the topic, but it's all good.
Oh, yeah, Skylar did say she got an old box.
Yo, that was insane. And I think she did that on purpose, too. Because she knew she was mic'd up.
The other girl was mic'd up.
I know. She knew old girl was mic'd up, and she said that. If y'all didn't see the video, Skylar Diggins said her private area is old. Now I know she just had a kid, or at least her second. But that was a really wild statement. But we're watching right now the Storm are up 23-11 on the Mercury. Sam Monica McNutt is more attractive, especially after yesterday. All right, let her man hear that. Shout out. She's got engaged. But yeah, let's go ahead and go over to the NBA side now. And like I said, we're 48 hours away from the NBA Finals.
What the? Did he throw up the beat?
Shout out to Nico, man. He did. Let's get the story that everybody done. To me, that's much ado about nothing, and that's the story that JJ Redick, the Lakers are zeroed in on JJ Redick to be their next head coach, which I'm pretty much new. I mean, and like when they say zeroed in, nothing is official yet. Let's just be clear. However, when they say zeroed in,
it means the news will come out
real soon. Probably next. I expect you'll start hearing the Woj's because Shams broke the story. Shams will probably confirm. Woj will confirm Shams' story, and probably in the next day or two, Tig say, yeah, something about Monica was looking real good on Nightcap. But yeah, right. AC, huge news. Yeah, that's what it was. It was huge news. But I think everyone was just being sarcastic about it. Everyone knew this was JJ Redick's job to lose. I was prepared for it, and I was prepared for it, and I think that's pretty much. And I think if I'm a Lakers fan, I know some Lakers fans don't like it, but this was what's going to happen. It was going to be what it's going to be. Now we just got to hope that he does. When this happens, which is going to happen, he does the right. He gets the right staff. What up with it? Yeah, I mean, besides the fact he went to Duke, but yeah, chill out, Fat. Besides the fact he went to Duke, that's the only thing against him. But outside of that, look. He's a smart basketball mind. I just hope he knows what he's getting himself involved in.
I just hope he got the right coaches around him.
All right, and now that's where the talk was, maybe about James Borrego, Sam Cassell being part of his staff. Unfortunately, Sam Cassell's busy right now because he's assistant coaching the Celtics into the finals.
You think Sam Cassell will be the lead assistant?
Borrego will be the lead assistant.
So why would Sam Cassell leave where he's at?
Is he the lead? Well, who's the lead assistant? Because I know Charles Lee was the lead assistant. He just took the Hornets job. But I mean, anything happens, he's not leaving. He's not leaving now.
Right. He's
probably leave. Everything's gonna be after the season anyway. Mo, what up with it? Canada in the house. But we'll see. I'll wait.
Sam said JJ as the head coach is a recipe for disaster. That's going to be Lakers hitting rock bottom.
Good. And if he flames out, they fire. Look, no Laker coach has lasted no more than 3 years.
You know what? I disagree with that. All like that is because when Lakers hired Darvin Ham, everybody was excited.
Yeah, it's pretty much the same thing. Look, they went every route you can go to is with coaching. They went the proven assistant route with guys like Luke Walton, with Darvin. They went the retread route with Mike. I'm talking about all the coaches they've had since Phil. They went the retread route with Mike Brown and D'Antoni and Byron and Frank Vogel. Now they're gonna go the route where you find the guy who's coming straight from the booth.
Did you see that clip about Dwight Howard earlier?
Yeah, I was looking at it. But where he basically said that him and Frank Vogel. It seemed like him and Frank Vogel didn't get along. That's what I surmised from that clip during Dwight's second stint with the Lakers. Sam said he was just James Borrego, not Jesse. James Borrego. But we'll wait. Everything's wait and see right now. But the finals are Thursday. Start Thursday. You got the Boston Celtics, and you got the Dallas Mavericks.
Them boys from the tribe, though. Oh yeah, they lost to the Braves earlier this year, right?
In fact, I know a team that lost to a team in Ohio. Also, I know a team that lost to a team in Ohio last week, and they got swept. I know the Big Red Machine came out of retirement. Just I don't know. Yeah, but I get what you're saying. I know there was a little sarcasm in that, but they can't hire him because they can't hire LeBron to be the coach. Those days are way gone now.
Hey, Pat, text me what fish place you go to.
Those days are over now.
Go ahead.
But the finals start on Thursday with the Celtics and the Mavs, and obviously we're gonna do a draft to determine who we think. And we're gonna see. We get to like the first 10 to 12 players before we to see who has the team the advantage as cards to as far as roster.
You say I'm all over LeBron? Oh, I'm over LeBron.
Well, LeBron's not going anywhere. I'm gonna say it again. Y'all want LeBron to leave? Just be prepared. Just be prepared to have the
17 and 56 again, right?
Well, 65. Get it right number 65.
Oh, my bad.
Just be prepared. Just prepare. Yeah, just be prepared to go back to the lottery. Yeah, because that show has worked out for the Lakers. All right. So what we're gonna do? What me and Mark are gonna do? By the way, it's by the way. Oh, Sam, your show's Friday be Sam's birthday. So happy early birthday to Sam, and we're gonna make sure we wish you happy birthday on Friday as well. Here we go. Let's just go ahead and get the no-brainers out the way. Who the first pick in this draft is Luka.
Is that your pick or my pick?
I'm going Luka. Fuck. Yeah. I mean, look. Now, matter of fact, what we're gonna do is like, so you go, I'll go.
No, you go.
Yeah, I ain't picking no Celtic first. I ain't picking no Celtic first. I might have to eventually in this draft, but you
got Luka first.
I got Luka.
All right, I got just the playoffs.
What was you talking strictly between the Celtics and the Mavs?
I know.
Mm-hmm.
Just the finals, huh?
Yep.
I'm not regretting this, but I got Tatum.
All right. Kyrie.
Oh, this is like Dallas versus Boston then.
So far. But this is where, after we get to the first four, I think this is where it gets interesting.
Give me Jaylen Brown.
Drew Holiday. This was not it.
The better player or a person who will help the team win?
I'm sorry to you, like who's gonna help the team win? Basically doing like power ranking the players.
You
going for Porzingis? Yeah. God, he's playing. That's right. All right, Porzingis will be back on. Porzingis on Thursday. We got first.
The Lakers will be good with the center from Cleveland. Somebody like Gary Allen.
He's available.
I'm not saying him, but somebody like that. I'll go for somebody that drive like Dallas did with Derek White.
Okay, there we go. Give me Derek White. I hope you know, fact, because I don't want Boston to win.
Give me what's Duke? PJ Washington.
PJ Washington. Candace, what up?
What up, Candace? Oh, you missed a great WNBA talk.
Derek Lively.
So you got PJ Washington. And let me look at Boston line. I don't know who's starting for him.
I mean, we only got 3 more players left.
Go
back and watch the replay, Candace. You can go back and watch it. You can hit us up with your thoughts after the show.
Let me see something real quick. All right, so you got Derek Lively.
Yeah.
I got
all these Dukes on my team, which is insane.
Yeah. You look crazy right now.
Stupid niggas on the team, man. Skinny Bannon chop it.
And you got Derek Lively already, huh?
Yeah. Good, man. And I want to pick it. I want to pick a Duke nigga, man, but hey.
Derek Lively a hooper.
Yeah.
Give me Gafford.
Daniel Gafford. Ooh. All right, the 6th pick, my final pick. Okay, so I'm thinking. So Luka, Kyrie, Gafford.
You got Luka, Kyrie.
I'm trying to think. I'm thinking I'm seeing my players. All right, so I'm thinking about the team starting 5. Okay, so obviously that's
Dallas.
That's Dallas starting 5 right there. So you already got PJ.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going back over to Boston's, which is obviously it'll be Porzingis, Jason Tatum.
Yeah, Al Horford.
Yeah, that'll be the next person. Maybe Al Horford.
Al Horford.
Yeah,
I was hoping you can get him.
Yeah. He's like, I'll take a Wake Forest player over Duke player. Well, it's North Carolina all day over here, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just trying to we're trying to power rank. We're just power ranking the players to see who has which roster has the edge right now.
I don't want this nigga be doing stupid shit sometimes. Both these niggas, Maxi Kleber. I be wanting. Give me Maxi Kleber.
Yeah, Porzingis is back. He's back for game 1. He's back for game 1, Mo. Maxi Kleber. That's all right. So let's look at it. All right. So we get the 12 players we got. We go 1. It goes Mav, Celtic, Mav, Celtic. Then it goes to a Celtic. So that's 3 Celtics to 2. Then it goes to another Celtic. That's 4 Celtics to 2. Then we go to another Celtic. That's 5 Celtics to 2.
Derek White. Oh, Derek White. Yeah, Derek White.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Then we go to Mavs. We got 5 to 3. Then we go another Mav, 5 to 4. Then we got 5 to 5. We got to 6 Celtics before we got to 6 Mavericks. And it's pretty close. So we pretty much got 6 players from each team mixed in. Now the question is, who wins the series? Well, we'll definitely get to that in a little bit. But let's just talk about the matchups.
Porzingis should be off the bench.
She said Porzingis should be off the bench.
I totally disagree.
He's starting. You start Porzingis. You start Porzingis just because that matchup, just because that mismatch alone with him and Daniel Gafford. You keep him. If he's ready to go, don't hold him back. Go play him. It's the finals now. There's no excuses. Just go out there and play.
She said, "Who's guarding Al Horford?" Most at Father Time.
That's hate, Mo. That's hate, Mo. But he's on.
Al Horford is good to give you 1 or 2 really games in that series, though.
Yeah, he's going to be. Look, he's not Al Horford from the first time he was with Boston, but he's definitely going to contribute somewhere. He's definitely going to be able to contribute somewhere to help them try to win it. See them get championship number 18. It makes me sick to my effing stomach, man. I might not even do the show the day after. If we got a show the next day, I might not want to see the freaking Celtics.
Oh no, I'm not sure. Oh, John, you got to be here. That's gonna be one of the funniest shows ever.
I'm gonna be saying, I'm gonna be probably on.
Diane Taurasi haven't scored yet.
Interesting.
Skylar Diggins got 6.
Yeah, but we all know who the dog is.
Yeah, one of the GOATs is Diane Taurasi.
Yeah. So we look at the matchups. Who they brought this question up on First Take, and I ask you. I'll bring it back up to Nick when he comes back on Friday. Who's had the better career so far, Luka or Jason Tatum? They're year apart.
Individual wise or?
Well, team wise, we know the Celtics have been to the conference finals every year except one since he's been in the league.
If we talk about team wise, Jason Tatum, but individual wise, Luka.
This is going to be the first finals since Heat and the Thunder back in 2012, where you got 2 All-NBA first teamers trying to get their first ring. Back then it was Bron and KD. This time it's Luka and Jason Tatum.
So Erica Gumbele is
Arike Gumwale.
Yeah, she's the league in scoring. Asia Wilson second. Kalia Cooper third. Okay, anyway, go ahead. John, my bad.
I'm looking at you right. I'm seeing AC said Luca, Christy said Luca. What up, Christy?
Christy, what up with it? Let us know what you merch you on.
Don't forget, that's right. Don't forget, get your merch. Got the hoodies, t-shirts available. DM us at Sports4U Podcast on Instagram or Twitter.
Also, if you're ever in the LA area and you want a bottle of drink, go hit up my guys at Tequila Ranch.
That's right. Go hit up to
Stephen Norman. Tell them no rules in Sports4U since you heard.
Yes, make sure you go over to Tequila Ranch over in the city of
Paramount.
That's Paramunt. Look them up, Tequila Brothers.
You guys live across the border. Yeah, Mo.
No, we got you
for sure, Mo. Hit us, Mo.
Oh, you forgot about us, huh? That okay. That's all good.
No, she said.
Oh, I forgot.
I got y'all.
Okay. I'm seeing it so far. So let's go back to.
We got 2 orders going out too. One to Brick City, you heard, and then one to Detroit.
What up, though? We got AC says Luca. Christy says Luca. Mo says Luca. She says Luca. But as the player, he says Tatum as the team. Yeah, again, you want to get your tequila, hit up Mark, hit up No Rules, Instagram, hit up Sports4U, Instagram and Twitter, and we'll.
If you hit me up, if you out here and you want to go there, just hit me up, and then I'll tell y'all.
Yeah, take it to the spot.
Yep.
But obviously, coaching wise, Jake, I think there's nothing against Joe Mazzulla, and I know this is Jason Kidd coaching in his first finals as a head coach, but he's played in the finals as a player. He's been there as an assistant. And I think when it's all said and done, he's gonna have the advantage as the coach. Oof. So if I trust Jay Kidd, should have been the Lakers coach, but it's all good. But it's all good. I think he's gonna be the X factor. He's gonna be coaching a better game plan for Joe Mazzulla. Let's go to the number 2s in this series. It's Kyrie and Jaylen Brown. But let me stick with the 1s. Let me stick with Luka and Jason Tatum. Then we'll go to the 2s. I'm gonna start with you, Mark, and you guys in the comment section, y'all can respond to. What's at stake for one of these guys? What's at stake for these guys, win or lose? Well, if they win or if they lose, like.
It's more, I think, I don't know why this is, but it's more at stake for Jason Tatum.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think if Luka lose, how people go look at it is at the beginning of the season, Dallas wasn't even supposed to be this far. But from the beginning of the season, everybody was saying Boston was one of the best teams in the final. I mean, in the NBA.
Right.
So that's what I'm saying. I think it'll look better. It'll look worse for Jason Tatum if he lost this. Luka, I think Luka win a championship. I think it is, and this is early in his career, but I think it cements the early part of his legacy already.
Mo says that they're playing with house money.
Dallas, yeah.
Dallas Mavs are playing with house money. She said Boston lose, they blow that team up. I'm not going to go on there. They're going to give Jason Tatum $350 million, so I don't see that. Who picked Dallas to go to the finals? Nobody.
That's all.
Nobody did.
That's what I was saying. And the cold part about it, Dallas can still get better.
Yeah.
Like, I think Dallas might be, as weird as it sounds, a year or two early.
Yeah.
Than where I think the possible best they could be. But yeah, I think it cements the early part of Luka's legacy, dog. Because we know he's done everything else. He should. I think he should have won MVP this year. I said that I've been on the fence for saying that this whole time. But we know him as a scorer. We know him. He can be a great playmaker. At certain times, he want to try and put effort in on defense. We know that.
Hype, what up with it?
Hype, what up with it, dog? And appreciate you, bro. And if he get the championship, dog, like I said, it cements the early part of his his early of his legacy. I think he still got more to show. But
is it like we also want to preordain once you win a championship that you're the best player in the league? I remember they started pretty much after Kawhi led the Raptors to the title in 2019. Well, I'm thinking about the last 5 years, but it definitely
because when Dallas beat Miami, they said Dirk. They said Dirk was the best player in the league.
I'm thinking about the last 5 years, but yeah, you're right. They did say that when Dallas won. Miller Brown's like, okay, let me go get my mind right, go get married, and I'm going to come back here and just
go crazy.
Yeah. By the way, he would have 5 MVPs that they just did. 5 straight MVPs.
He should have. He should have about 8 MVPs.
Yeah, but, I ain't gonna go there.
I swear to y'all, one of these days on one of these shows, it might be a Patreon episode. Y'all might a Patreon episode. I'm gonna explain to y'all some of these NBA conspiracy theories.
Oh yeah, don't worry. That's coming real soon. Don't worry.
And a lot of y'all go hate me.
We're gonna approach episode 300. So
hell yeah, let me start jotting that down.
After we get to episode 300, we finna go up another level. Just stay tuned.
Right after the funeral, I'm about to start jotting that down.
Because remember that. So let's know when after episode 300, my man gets his mind back right. We got a game plan.
Yeah, but y'all going to pay for it on Patreon because it's some.
Yeah, some things got. Let's say like I think it was somebody say everyone loves freestyle, but you gotta pay style too.
Yeah, y'all gotta pay for something. Y'all gotta pay for some of these thoughts. This is crazy.
So I agree with you. There's a lot on Jason Tatum because I think Jaylen Brown was the better player when they lost to Golden State. Jason Tatum had an awful finals. He was awful, and I said it then. I was telling Tig about this like in the building from a Star Studies. Good to see you. Just saying.
John, why you?
I'm saying.
Why you talking about titties, dog?
I said steadies, man. I said steadies. I mean, I thought it was a greeting.
Yeah, you said you said your titties.
Her teddies? Like, here we go. All right, but back to the
what up, Blay?
Back to the convo. Jason Tatum didn't have a good finals. No thoughts. Like, relax. He didn't have a good finals in 2022. Jaylen Brown was the better player, and obviously that wasn't enough for them to get past Golden State. They needed Jason Tatum to be
late, not a bro date.
Yo, you want to leave? We're not doing this again. We're not doing this again. But
it's crazy how you keep catching strays. That's out of control.
This is like madness. The madness is madness. But I said it. I thought he tried too hard to want to be Kobe.
What was that?
Jason Tatum. I think he wanted to embody that Mamba mentality so bad that I think the moment got to him. And that was Kobe. The only time you saw Kobe have a moment that was that bad was Game 7 of the finals. It wasn't like, and he wasn't bad. He just shot awful. He just shot 6 for 22, but he had 23 points and 15 rebounds. Let that sink in.
I told you that's my favorite Kobe moment.
But here's the thing, and Jason Tatum has to have that game. He's going to have a couple of games where if his jumper is not falling, your presence is going to have to be there. Jaylen Brown is good, but clearly they need you to be the All-NBA first teamer.
Jason Tatum, if he has an off game shooting wise, he has to play defense.
Absolutely,
has to play nobody in this league can guard Luka 1-on-1.
No,
but you have to at least make it tough. You have to make it work for it. You know what I'm saying? If he has one of them games, that's what Jason Tatum have to do. Is at least make him, you know what I'm saying? Say, I got Luka and I'll make him work for it. No. Jason Tatum, Drew Holiday, Porzingis, y'all go win this game. Offensively, I'm gonna focus in on defense and rebounding. I think that's what he should do.
And if he has a game where his presence is felt, regardless if he has 20 points, 30 points, but he has one of those games where, like you said, he's rebounding, he's setting up like Drew Holiday and Derek White, setting up Drew Holiday and Derek White for, to get them going when his jumpers are falling. They need that. They need him to have an all-around series and be the best player because he's got to go back and forth.
What did Bella say? Why is she bleeding?
Who's bleeding? I'm sitting there talking about this play right here.
Oh, not Skylar.
Oh, snap. She got a bloody lip.
Why Reggie Jackson do that?
She got an elbow to the lip.
Why Reggie Jackson do that?
Yo, you all right, man?
There
she goes. She's back. Yeah, but you can say, yeah, she said she's bleeding. You can tell she got a little blood. She got a little blood on her tooth.
Yeah, she said how they call that foul. Later, who y'all got winning game one? Oh yeah, game one started from
Game one, I'm gonna give it to Boston. I'm gonna give it to Boston. I'm gonna give it to Boston. Game one, but I think Dallas wins game two.
I got the other way. I got Dallas winning game one and Boston winning game two.
If I had my power, I would want Boston to lose every game they play in, but I'm not. I know that's pretty much not realistic. I know that curse of Dallas is gonna rear his ugly head, but I got Dallas.
Lay said bloody lip. Hey. Bloody lips. She put SMH. Lay.
Relax.
Lay. What the?
What are you talking? Skylar Diggins took an elbow to the face, man. Can we relax? But yeah, I got Boston winning game one. But I got Dallas winning game two, and like Mark said, he got Dallas winning game one and Boston winning game two. But there will be this series is going minimum. This is going to be minimum 6 games. And I think I want to go maximum 6 games because I don't want. Shout out to my man George Sedano. He's doing a sideline for the finals for ESPN Radio. And if the series goes to a game 7, that's the day after the Mandy's, and I want to see my guy at Commerce in a couple of weeks. So you know what I'm saying? So let's hope for that the Dallas Mavericks finish these dudes off in 6. I'm with May. I got Dallas in 6. I got Luka as the Finals MVP, but we'll get there. But I'll reiterate that near the end of the show. Let's go to the 2s.
Mm-hmm.
Kyrie, Jaylen Brown.
Mm-hmm. 2
very outspoken, self-conscious individuals who are having a real renaissance of, you want to say, of a season in Kyrie. Jaylen Brown, they gave him a data boy. The media gave him a data boy, naming him the Eastern Conference Finals MVP. But Kyrie, dang, she took a mean one to the face. Yeah, what's wrong with you? She did, man. Made her fall. So she got a bloody lip. But
what the fuck?
But she got a bloody lip. But
what the fuck is happening?
But anyway, they called her. But she
took it in the face because she got a bloody lip.
Well,
that John, you getting
but she's got the free throw. So, but eventually they called the technical. So definitely, Skylar Diggins Smith is
Fresh and Meaty Burgers on Florence and 8th Ave and Fred's Down Home Burgers.
One of the best burger joints in South Central. Shout out to Sam promoting the West Side, promoting the burger spots on the West Side. I think Kyrie's
Fresh and Meaty is fire when you ain't had it in a long time.
I know I haven't had it in probably decades.
Just call and put your order in. Don't go over there, stand over there.
I trust him, trust and believe. Nah, that would be the last thing I do. But Kyrie, I think, is going to be key because Luka, obviously there's going to be a lot of offensively, and Kyrie, he's been very methodical with his game as far as letting the others get involved. Bells wild. Sam said that Caitlin getting this Tom Shepard trip. Look, I'll respond to that in a second.
And Lay said she got 5 guys. She had 5 guys the first time she was in LA.
You know that was a la carte, right, Lay?
Oh, yeah.
But anyway,
yo, you got a problem, dog. You know that?
It's a la carte at 5 guys. They don't got no specials. You gotta pay for everything one by one.
She said she's not talking about the burger joint. See, I told you.
I bet she wasn't either.
Bella said you must be tired.
I bet she wasn't either. But
wasn't tired, or
she wasn't talking about.
She was talking about the man meat, not the burger.
Yeah, she wasn't talking about. She was talking about the Well, the medium well. She was talking about the
BDC?
Yeah, or talking about the medium. You know what I'm
She's
saying?
talking about the BDC?
Or we're not going there. Or she probably was talking about that. Definitely talking about that.
Oh, we talking about the station. That's where they be watching like geography and shit at.
Yeah, shout out to the BBC. But
y'all crazy. No, like you
crazy. Yeah, but the reason I have a good series, man. Obviously coming back to Boston. Obviously, we all know that the history what happened when he left Boston to go to Brooklyn, and obviously he was in a different place mentally. When I looked at Kyrie this season, especially this postseason, I looked at a brother who looked like he was at peace for once. We ain't got to revisit everything that happened in Brooklyn or in Boston or how he ended up forcing his way out of Cleveland. But he looked like finally for the first time since probably that final year in Cleveland, he looked like he was a brother that was at peace. And I'm happy for him, and I want to see him shine on this grand stage starting this Thursday. In regards to Jaylen Brown, he's proven that if he needs to step up, he will. But the problem is when we saw it 2 years ago against Golden State, when he was the guy that was the best player, it wasn't enough to get them over the hump.
Unfortunately, and I hate to say this because I love them two together. Even if Jaylen Brown steps up, I don't know if Jason Tatum can have a great game. I don't know if both of them can have a great game together. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
I'm not sure about that. I hope I'm wrong because I love to see them two together, and I would love to see them win. Well, not John, but I love to see them win championships together.
F Boston.
But I don't know if both of them can be at their greatest together, because I think both of them need the ball to be impactful.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't know if Jason Tatum can just say, you know what, my scoring's off. I'm about to just shut down their best player. I'm about to focus on. I'm not saying he can't do it. We haven't seen that.
Right.
And then I've never seen, even though Jaylen Brown is the better defender out of the two, I've never seen him just say, you know what, I'm not worried about scoring. I'm focusing on just on defense. And I cut and do. It seems like both of them need the ball to be impactful. And I hope I'm wrong.
I really hope.
What did he? Hung daddy's meat. All right.
Oh.
Anyway, John, there you go. That's what you said you want to get back to.
Okay, so Sam says Caitlin Clark is getting the Tom Shepard treatment at the basketball court scene above the rim. I guess if y'all ain't seen Above the Rim, classic movie by the way. Shout out RP Tupac. But
I got a problem with that movie.
What?
In that basketball scene.
Oh, keep going. 52, right?
Duke passed it
to
himself all the way down court. Like I have a problem with that, dog. Like nobody seen that.
He did the Mr. Perfect, man.
Nobody.
He did the Mr. Perfect. Yeah, I remember the video of Mr. Perfect. He threw the football at one end of the football field, and then somehow he ended up catching his own touchdown.
Dog. Wait, what the hell you just said? He caught his own.
Mr. Perfect. There's a video of the late Mr. Perfect, Kurt Hennig, the wrestler. He was obviously proving that he was perfect in anything he does. So one day, I think he's from Minnesota. I think he went to the Vikings practice facility and got a football, and he threw the football 90 yards. He threw it, and somehow, now obviously this was probably Photoshop, but they pulled the above the rim. That was the original Above the Rim, because somehow he threw the pass. We never saw the route that Mr. Perfect ran, but he ended up catching his own touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
Same way, like 52 and Above the Rim.
Oh, like that person in the group chat who said they catching on baby batter.
Yo, you gotta go, man.
Never mind.
Speaking of group chat, I'm about to post something there because I think we got for if you know, you know. But that I think Kyrie's I'm gonna be looking forward to see Kyrie. Obviously, there's gonna be a lot of banter between him and these Boston fans, but we'll see. Yeah, Kurt Hennig, not Chris Hennig. Kurt ain't cheap. But then the threes on the team. Obviously, you got Porzingis. Who would you consider is the number 3 for the Mavs?
PJ Washington.
Okay, let's go there. Both of the obviously Porzingis. We know the storyline with him. He was in Dallas. He obviously didn't work out with him and Luka, and he eventually got traded to Washington. And now he ended up in Boston, and he's been a key piece for this Celtics team this year. Obviously, he missed most of this postseason because of a calf injury he suffered in the first round versus Miami. CP, what's good with you, bro? Congratulations on the new baby girl. Shout out my man CP. You know what I'm saying? Shout out. Congratulations.
Oh, congratulations. It's a blessing.
And then you said PJ Washington. Obviously, we all know he was in Charlotte, which is I call the Hornets basketball Siberia. And obviously, they had some runs in the playing tournament, but they never was a team that looked like they was ever going to compete. Yeah, appreciate it. Congratulations to you and the wife, and hope y'all both, the whole family is doing well. He's been key. He's been key to this, to what's been going on with this, what's been going on for Dallas since he was acquired at the trade deadline. Making wide open threes. He's been obviously, very active defensively. He's not really that good of a defender, but he's been doing more than he did currently with the Hornets. And we all know that when you have a change of scenery, that always seems to change. Your attitude. And clearly we've seen that the change of scenery he's had with the being in Dallas, playing with Luka and Kyrie and other Jason Kidd, to obviously the misery he had being with the Hornets has really showed that he can be a valuable player and a contributor on a championship team. Now let's go to the fours. You got Drew Holiday and you got Derek Lively.
Drew Holiday.
Mark, ladies and gentlemen in the comment section. Champ, what up with it?
Champ, what's up with it, dog?
How? Explain to me. How can Milwaukee F up so bad that you let your former starting point guard end up with the team that is standing in your way from getting back to the finals?
Because that Milwaukee team said we're getting Dame. Need I say more? See, what Milwaukee did is what a lot of NBA fans did. And what a lot of NBA fans do is they see a big name and they think this should work. I can put A and B with these two, and then
appreciate the Ruggs.
That's good. What's up, Ruggs? That's gonna be, the combination that works. When all because Dame is a superstar and Giannis is one of the top players in the league, that doesn't necessarily equal championship.
But I'm talking about, remember, I'm not talking about with Giannis, Mo. I'm pretty much saying this.
Dog,
this trade happened a week before training camp.
Dog, because they got a chance to get Dame. And Milwaukee is thinking Giannis and Dame should at least be Eastern Conference Finals.
I know. And you're right.
But that's not how basketball works.
I know.
Unfortunately.
It doesn't.
In every situation, we've seen that's not how basketball works. John, no disrespect to any Laker fans in here, but when the Lakers had GP, Karl Malone, Kobe, and Shaq, all names. But when you put them up against a team who's well put together, well coached, and well organized, the team that's less talented but well coached, well organized, and plays as a team is going to win.
Straight dude.
So yeah, having Drew Holiday and Derek White on paper don't sound as good as having Dame. But if I'm a coach and I'm a GM, I would love to have a Drew Holiday and a Derek White. Those are two winning players. I'm not saying Dame not, but those are two winning players. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They do whatever it takes to win.
So, and I say
pretty much
that's what they did, Kenzie. They played 2K. And I say this because let's go back to that day when the trade happened. I'm literally home and I see this news break that Dame's going to Milwaukee. And I'm like,
we almost won that. I'm still sad about that playoff. Well, I hope you're not talking about the Lakers.
Well,
Lakers got no, they shouldn't even won that one game that they won.
But here's the deal. Let's focus. Let's keep the main thing. The main thing. Everything you said was valid.
Mm-hmm.
I was clearly speaking on it was rhetorical, but I need you to explain that to me because I knew it was a rhetorical question because I knew everything you were going to say.
Right.
But I needed you to explain that to the audience. How Milwaukee really did what, like you said, what fans and what Kenzie is saying, like 2K players do.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You had a guy who helped you win a championship literally 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
It's all defensive first team. I think he's second team this year. Perennial all-star, key role player. You didn't have to break that up.
You don't. You shouldn't have.
So the trade happens. It's a 3-team trade. James ends up in Milwaukee. DeAndre Ayton and Drew Holiday ended up in Portland. Nurkic ended up in Phoenix.
That Nurkic in Phoenix is a good trade for Phoenix too.
Nurkic ended up in Phoenix. And clearly it was Portland told that Drew Holiday, we're going to work in good faith with you, and we're going to find you a contender to go to. Because clearly we knew Portland was in rebuild mode just by drafting Scoot Henderson. So I don't know how Milwaukee could have been that. Did not even think once to think that Boston would try to somehow get Drew Holiday. And that's exactly what
that was the perfect fit for Drew Holiday and for Boston, man.
And now he signed a 4-year extension with these dudes.
That's crazy. Like, I remember when I first saw that trade, I said, no, you can't get a better fit. Because I thought that Marcus Smart was a good fit for Boston.
Yeah.
But he just didn't play the smartest when the time was on the line, right?
Right.
So when they let him go to Memphis or however he got to Memphis, and they ended up bringing in Drew Holiday, I said, fam, this was going to make them be the best team in the East.
Oh, she's talking about she's talking about the Lakers against the Pistons. The Pistons dominated that whole year. If Kobe and Shaq were in better spaces, they would have won number 4. Well,
no, they would have. That team was better coached. That team was better put together. And this is what I'm saying. We hear Gary Payton, Karl Malone, and Karl Malone and Gary Payton didn't really play bad that whole year. We hear Hall of Fame names. We think it should be a Hall of Fame result. But sometimes when you just have and Detroit didn't even have a superstar that year, did they?
Who?
Detroit. The closest one to a superstar would be Chauncey Billups.
None of them dudes were all-star. It was Chauncey Rip. They got Sheep. Remember, they got Sheep she got traded from Portland to, people forget this. She didn't go straight to Detroit.
I know.
From Portland. He spent 5 days in Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
And then he got bought. Then the Hawks bought him out.
Yep, and
he ended up in Detroit.
And
they had Ben Wallace.
I think that that team was
yo, that's Tig. Look what we call Karl Malone.
He's still average, 13, 14
Yo, you all right, man? Yo, you all right?
Oh, shit.
Yo, you all right?
Yo, I wouldn't even think. My bad.
Yo, you all right?
He did average.
That's the sad part.
Yeah. They were dynamic all-stars. Ben Wallace was in his bag on defense.
And Ben Wallace was defensive player of the year that year. But
yeah, everybody, and he was an all-star. Whenever he went to all-star game, is because of his defense. Like Detroit was really beating teams, scoring like 85, 90 points.
mm-hmm.
That's crazy to me. But yeah, teams that's well put together. Had Dallas beat Miami in the finals.
Right.
That Dallas team was one of the best put together teams that you probably will see if you go back and look at it. That's a well put together team. It's a bunch of role players who knew their role and played their position and was all stars in their roles. You don't find many teams like that.
Yeah, I don't know how Milwaukee can have been that much self awareness.
Well, I tell you how, because they saw him get named.
And damn, and they ended up 5 days later. He ended up in Boston for Robert Williams, who has not played a minute in a Portland Trailblazers uniform and might not play because they said that knee injury could end his career.
Yeah, I like Robert Williams too.
And
I was about to say Robert Williams go to y'all.
Yeah, but he's still dealing. He's still recovering from that meniscus injury. It's kind of
going to work. Pistons would have beat the Warriors. That probably that year they beat the Warriors. I know you're talking about the Warriors with Kevin Durant on there.
They're going to work. Yeah. Let's go there. So shout out to wrestling from the 313 Detroit in the house.
That Pistons would have went to work on that Detroit team.
So so this all started when Sheed and Draymond pretty much had I don't know if it was an exchange or Sheed was on the pod and he basically said that
old heads being old heads.
The 04 Pistons would have beat the Warriors. Now, I didn't see which Warriors team was he specific?
I think you're talking about because they said who would guard Kevin Durant. He said Tayshaun Prince.
Y'all know I don't like the diss. You know, I'm
not dissing nobody from LA. So shout out to Tayshaun.
And I'm definitely not dissing nobody from the East Side. Compton. I'm not dissing nobody from Compton. Yeah, and I love me some Tayshaun Prince. You know, I hated them against the Lakers.
Shout out to Tayshaun.
Man, but no, dude.
Shout out to Tayshaun.
Tayshaun was that dude defensively. Kevin Durant in 2017.
But they were able to be because they won a chip.
Look, the Lakers put the fun in dysfunctional in 04. And Larry Brown out-coached Phil.
Mo teams like fights, different styles make fights, right? That Pistons team was put together to beat the Lakers. I think it was put together to beat the Lakers in Indiana because Indiana was a really good team around that time too. But the Lakers and Indiana, none of them played how that 2017 Warriors played. It's different, dog. That's different. That's really different.
They were real different.
that was a special team right there.
I agree, and I it makes me think about that 2017 Warriors team because they beat a team in 2017 called the Cleveland Cavaliers. And on that team was some guy named Kevin Love, J.R. Smith, Mon Shumpert, and they had some guys named LeBron James and Kyrie Irving.
And LeBron still was on the court.
He really was.
Indiana have that Indiana team had Ron Artest.
Yeah, Artest, right.
They had Reggie Miller. They had
prime Jermaine O'Neal.
And don't forget, Steven Jackson was a hoop. I know y'all might think he's lame for some of the shit he be doing now, but Steven Jackson was a hooper, dog. I think he was giving them 15, 16 points.
Wrestling in the 313 says Tayshaun would have frustrated KD with his defense.
No, he wouldn't.
I love Tayshaun, but
I'm gonna be honest with you, and if we go back and look at the Detroit defense, Tayshaun didn't guard people one-on-one. When he was guarding Kobe, he was in front of Kobe. But when you turn around and look at the defense from Kobe point of view, it's three people with their foot in the lane. That's three people guarding him, dog. That would have been the same defense that would play on Kevin Durant if he was going one-on-one.
Kansas said, don't know about Stack. I remember he was a dog.
He was. And Kansas. And I don't know if you remember, he was the McDonald's All-American game with Kobe.
Sure was.
And he was a hooper. He was a hooper, dog. I hate when people sleep on Stack game because of
who he is now.
However, people view him now, but Stack was a hooper, dog. And he from the hood, so I got all my respect for him. So you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So let's make these picks, man.
All right, already? Or you want to wait to? Because game 1 is Thursday before we do Friday.
Let's wait till Nick. We'll
wait till Nick get back.
We'll get to Nick.
So game 1.
But if y'all know me, y'all know who I'm picking.
Game 1, I said Dallas is gonna win. I think Dallas will sneak the first game in.
I would hope so. To make my pick look better. But I'm going with Boston in game 1. Stack was a hooper. Look at what he did in Charlotte. Yeah.
Hey Kenzie, look what he did at every place he went. When he was in San Antonio,
New Jersey,
when he was in New Jersey, when he was in Indiana, he's just a hooper. Atlanta, he's just a hooper. And one thing that you have to understand, every teammate that Stack had, they all respect him to this day.
Right.
Every teammate, no matter your superstar or role player, dog, they all respect Stack.
So I want to go back to what I was saying about LeBron and Kyrie. So, like I said earlier, it sounds like JJ Redick's going to be the next coach of the Lakers. We'll find out pretty much after the finals. Shams with the story that the Lakers are zeroed in on JJ Redick. It's really came down to him or James Borrego as the two candidates. But I'm assuming the interview in Borrego is just to be sure if he would accept being JJ Redick's lead assistant. LeBron and JJ talked about Kyrie on their podcast, Mind of the Game. And LeBron just spoke, very highly of Kyrie.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, he's one of the most gifted basketball players he's ever seen.
That's a fact.
And
there's no lie in that.
And he's effing mad that he's not his teammate anymore. We talked about this a couple weeks ago. And Mark said he's seen it. And I still haven't seen it yet. But I've heard it.
People are cleaning it up now.
But I've heard it. But I have seen it lately because it's been media fans who've been saying it. Because there were people in the media who claim to be Laker fans who did not want to come within a 10-foot pole of Kyrie wearing purple and gold.
This nigga's out of control.
Sorry. Pause. No diddy. But nobody wanted Kyrie. But I've heard Mason. I heard Bergman. I heard Scott Kaplan. I've heard people say they didn't want, that was adamant that they didn't want Kyrie as a Laker. Now, I haven't seen any fans say it. Now, I know they're out there because currently now, I want to know who these people are that clearly said they did not want Kyrie as a Laker. That was just idiotic to me.
Well, it was a lot of people right off that.
Right, CP. It was pretty much everyone at 17.
It was fans.
But there was some fans out there.
It was right off that. So you got to think, dog. Stephen A. Smith remember when Stephen A. Smith was killing Kyrie?
Yeah. And
a lot of people just blindly start following Stephen A. Smith.
Mace isn't Jewish though, Tig.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It was right off that when the Lakers had a chance to get him, and I seen a lot of people saying they didn't want Kyrie because he's a headache.
Can I tell you what the Lakers offered for Kyrie? It came out today in the story.
Mm-hmm.
The Lakers offered Russ and 2 1s for Kyrie.
Yeah, if I was Brooklyn, I would turn that shit down too.
Do you know what they got back? Dorian Finney-Smith, Spencer Dinwiddie, and a first and a second rounder in 2030.
That's what Lakers really got back?
That's what Brooklyn got back for Kyrie from Dallas.
Oh.
The Lakers were willing to give them 2 1s and Russ. As like Ireland calls it, because at that time, we all know what was going on with Kyrie. It was pretty much the dance of the lemons where both of them dudes needed to change the scenery. Obviously, Kyrie needed to get out of Brooklyn. Russ.
I'm not going to never forgive Stephen A. Smith for what he did to Kyrie.
Yeah, but also Kyrie did do some stuff Kyrie did bring on his own.
I know. I'm not saying Kyrie is innocent in anything.
Yeah.
I'm specifically talking about what Stephen A. Smith was doing to Kyrie. He was doing it on purpose.
And I'm glad Kenny Smith talked to him. I'm glad Rod Strickland talked to him. And like even when it came to today, like with everything that happened with the W, when they get on these shows and they get on these cameras, and emotions are flying, context is totally gets thrown out the window. Then you got to go sit down and you see how you look, and you look like a total fool. Sometimes you like a total fool, and you have to sit down and take a step back. Now, I do respect that he did take that step back today, and I think what they should have did today was what they should have had yesterday. Because I think if they would have had what they did today, like on First Take, where you didn't just have Monica McNutt, but you had Shanae Gumake, shout out, on the show. Have like the same thing Get Up did. When you had Monica, you had Rebecca Lobo. You should have had a round table. This should not have been a three-person discussion about this story. You should have had more voices of prominence in that field. You do that with football. You do that with the NBA. You do that with MLB. You do that with MLB. You do that with NHL. You do that with the WNBA. You do that with the Olympics are coming up in a couple months. You do that. You have as many of the most powerful voices in there to provide context, because they're the ones that's in the trenches. They're the ones who's talking to these teams, who's in these locker rooms, who's doing these interviews on these Zoom calls. Don't just go with the popular person just because it gets you the view. Oh, look, let me phrase that.
You was right. They going with the popular person because they get them views.
Go bring in, if you the same way you will go bring in a Brian Windhorst or a Tim Legler or obviously Kendrick Perkins and Kendrick didn't understand what Perk was doing yesterday. So he's saying keep Stephen A. saying, I get what he was saying, but I knew it's to me with Perk, I think it's something calculated there. I don't think that's over. Because he said Stephen A. and Perk shouldn't talk about the WNBA. He called out LeBron. He called out Barkley. He called out Pat McAfee. And let me say this: Pat McAfee did apologize. And let me be clear: he was not calling.
He didn't call her that. He was speaking
in action. He wasn't calling her a B word. I knew exactly what he was saying, but when emotions are flying. You can't if you don't provide context. All people is just going to see is this dude went on national TV and he called Caitlin Clark a white B word. That's really what he did. But he was basically saying, no, we got all these rookies, but there's one who this one who is getting all this heat. Yeah, I agree. Like his comments were taken out of context. Well, Kenzie, Ireland also gets paid by the Lakers, and it's the effort with a grain of salt too. But
and I feel like it's okay sometimes for Stephen A. Smith to just shut the fuck up. I know First Take you behind that, but it's okay sometimes to just let Monica, like you said, Monica McNutt or whoever else take the lead on certain things. You know what I'm saying? Like let them talk about that. You know what I'm saying? Like they've been in it, they've been in the trenches. They've been trying to talk about it for years. It's okay for you to just allow them to lead sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
And I think if they would have did everything they did today, all that stuff that happened yesterday, you wouldn't have had him going on his podcast justifying him. You would have had her going on Nightcap justifying her. All that, if they would have just had this like they did format. Because I don't know why they usually have two analysts for any other on certain topics. The more voices, the better. And I don't know why what was different about this one. Even yesterday, like even when I watched Get Up, it was the same thing.
Duke toned up. I'm gonna say that. I think Stephen A. Smith was toned up. I'm not gonna say what I really think. That's gonna be on our conspiracy theory too. He's just toned up. Because there's not no way in hell you hear what Monica McNutt said, and then you do your reply video. And you talk about who you employ, how you for diversity. Dog, that's not what she was talking about. It's not what she was talking about at all.
I think that was a big mistake. If he would have started off the way the video finished, he would have started off the way he finished the video, he would have been cool. But bringing up the stuff about the diversity and who he's put on, that's where everything went.
But I told you, I stopped watching that 8 minutes because he was talking a whole bunch of nothing that had nothing to do with the issue. I you know how I feel. I don't listen to Steve. I don't watch Stephen A. Smith. I don't listen to Stephen A. Smith. Once I heard the first 8 minutes of it, and he was just talking in circles about nothing had to do with the video, I put in a group chat. I only listened to the first 8 minutes of it. If something changed after that, I missed it because I'm not watching more of this. Like he was just talking about nothing at this point. It was like the first 8 minutes of my life was just wasted.
Candace said, "I don't care what she's talking about McAfee.
Yeah,
what he meant to. She shouldn't have said it. That was, especially on TV, is disrespectful." They say, look, and Kinsey asked a good question. If Pat said that was a bad SOB about Luka, would it still been disrespectful? No. No one would have cared.
But he didn't call her a bad SOB.
He didn't call her.
If you call Luka a UMP a bitch,
then
it's been disrespectful.
Right.
It's not about sex. And sometimes it's really about what you say.
Right.
That's all it is. It's just about what you say sometimes. And I understand the context was there, but I also understand sometimes you know what power you have. Some things just shouldn't be said.
And Pat McAfee did apologize.
Yeah, and that's on. If you apologize, I'm cool with that. Remember, I told you last week I paid Stephen S. Smith for calling names in a good way because he apologized. And so you know how I feel about Stephen A. Smith. I don't watch him at all.
Right. If you just if you apologize, the person apologizes to you. If you have your choice to accept the apology,
Facts,
or let it go.
Facts.
If you don't like the apology, don't hold it, but don't get martyred into that stuff because that'll eat you up inside and make you miserable. Before we get out of here, I need everyone in the Sports4U family to do. Y'all got some homework. We're gonna recap game one, obviously, but if y'all know, there's a show on Hulu that just dropped today that we're gonna recap.
Wait. The whole show dropped.
The first two.
I'm about to watch them joints.
Clipped.
I'm watching the joints tonight.
Which is the show? Which is the FX series based off Ramona Shelburne's podcast, The Sterling Affairs. And again, prayers out to Ramona Shelburne, lost her father last week. So prayers to that. They had the premiere last night at LA Live, and it aired the first two episodes, and they previewed the first two episodes. The first two episodes are available. It's not even our apology to accept. Good point, Tick. It's not our apology to accept. If they accept it, that's them. And I gotta talk about that.
We got a couple more minutes. We good.
We good. We're gonna talk about that. I'm gonna mention that, but I do want to talk about Clipped. So the first two episodes, Clipped.
Oh shit! I was talking about Clips.
Well, no, we ain't gonna. Well, that's definitely for the Patreon. So the first one. You stupid. The first two episodes are, and now the whole series will only be on Hulu. I know everyone is not on FX. Yeah, that's insane. But it's not on FX.
Looks like she and her look.
Yo, that is wild. Terrell said that Lay reminded him of V. Stiviano. So you're a silly rabbit? You were Donald Sterling's right-hand arm man?
All right, John.
That was the line she saw. Dude, you saw the interview with Barbara Walters? R.I.P. Everybody saw the interview with Barbara Walters. Did he not? She not said that she was Donald Sterling's silly rabbit.
When Lay go back on air talking about how your meat eating skills have improved, you shouldn't get mad.
Okay. Let me focus on the show. So the show, like I said, is based on Ramona Shelburne's podcast from about 5 or 6 years ago called The Sterling Affairs, which was basically about the ending of Donald Sterling's ownership, the rise and fall of Donald Sterling.
The rise of Donald Sterling is crazy.
False. From his time and how he became the owner of the Clippers.
Shout out to Dr. Buss.
Exactly. False. People don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Donald Sterling was the man who loaned Jerry Buss the money so he can buy the Lakers. Maybe they not know that. To the person he became, which was this racist slumlord.
Only Jones.
Yeah, we're not going there.
That's what Bella said.
I saw that. We're not going there. And his wife, Shelly Sterling. Kenzie, relax. And his wife Shelly Sterling. I hate that.
Is she still alive?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, Sterling is too. By the way, they're still legally married.
Wait, Donald Sterling still alive?
Yes.
I thought Donald Sterling died.
No, he's just. I think he's senile. I think he's about 90 now. Like they talked about yesterday on Mason.
I thought dude was.
No, he's senile.
That's not bad.
He's not in his right mind.
I was about to say rest in peace, Donald Sterling.
He's still with it. He's out of the public. He's 90. He's 90. He's been out of the public light since everything that went down in 2014. But obviously, this show basically chronicles what happened with that infamous videotape of E. Stiviano being recording Donald Sterling saying he doesn't want black guys at his games. And obviously, it's a 6-part series. The first 2 episodes are available right now on Hulu. So
what's it called?
Clipped. CLIPPED. Clipped.
Scissor.
No, clipped.
Oh, clipped. Okay.
By the way, and the crazy part is the graphic is V. Stiviano's hands grabbing 2 small balls.
Whoa, Bella breaking news. John doing feet pics only.
I don't know what this dude talking about.
Yo, John.
I don't know what
John, you selling feet pics?
Heck no.
You are insane.
Don't listen to Kinsey.
So they got V. Stiviano holding balls?
Her hand is holding 2 smaller basketballs, like you seen like in Papa Shot.
Oh, yeah.
And
you said Papa Cock?
Papa Shot.
Oh.
Yo, chill. Papa Shot. And I guess that symbolizes
Sterling got small balls.
I don't know about that, but she had a vice grip on whatever he on something with Donald Sterling.
Oh, she had him by the balls.
Yeah,
got it.
Yeah,
that makes sense. Okay.
So the series talks about that. Ed O'Neill, Al Bundy.
Shout out to Ed O'Neill.
Is
one of the greatest of our time.
Polk High, 4 touchdowns. That was the name of the high school.
He didn't really go there, John.
He went there. Al Bundy went to Polk High. He got 4 touchdowns.
Ed O'Neill didn't go there though.
Ed O'Neill actually went to Youngstown State, by the way. He's from Ohio. He actually went to Youngstown State.
He probably was poking him.
Yo, he's stupid. He actually tried out for the Steelers.
Ed O'Neill?
Yeah.
Man, that dude is a legend.
He actually tried out for the Steelers. He played football at first at the University of Ohio.
And he got to find his wife on his new show, on his other show.
He started at some people say Miami on both shows. But he played he played at the University of Ohio. Then he trained. You stupid. He transferred to Youngstown State. He tried out for the Steelers, I think, in the 70s, and then he went to acting. And obviously, Married with Children, legendary sitcom.
He got one of the greatest sitcoms ever.
I found out today something else. He was on McAfee show talking about the show, the series. He wasn't going to take the job with the role in Modern Family at first.
What?
I think he was just done with the whole sitcom thing, and because people because people were trying to make it a novelty act, where people I think they were trying to find. He thought maybe it was too busy trying to make it too close to Married with Children when it really wasn't. But he knew the writer because the writer that of Modern Family worked with him on Married with Children, so that's the reason why he took the meeting.
Mm-hmm.
So he took the meeting and he said he was going to take the show. He did the show.
He said he was going to take the meeting.
The meeting. They met at a.
Is that the same meeting you and Nick had?
No. You can get out, dog. You can get out.
Okay, that's the same happened at the meeting.
Yo, what's wrong with you? But anyway, takes his meeting. He said he went in mind where he was pretty much going to just say, no, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing the show. But he changed his mind when he saw the script. And then he wasn't going to do it at first, to do the pilot. That's a good question. Only thing I like about Al Bundy is him dissing the sexy.
Is that Brave Raider?
Yeah, Brave Raider.
You heard?
Brave Raider in the building. Can't wait to see the rise.
I'm sad that my boy got hurt for the year. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, sad news about right on the clean.
But the only positive is that his last time when we won the World Series, he was out with a torn ACL. So
I saw that you guys are going to be looking at pitching at the deadline. Yo, you all right?
Yeah, last year and a half when I've been saying.
Pitching. Yeah. You have said they should have been
all season game.
Nope. They said I saw today on Bleacher Report. They said that's going to be our primary focus at the trade deadline. Is that the Braves are going to look at bringing some new arms in.
Anybody who's ever heard me talk about the Braves for the last year and a half, I hate they pitching.
Yeah.
Anyway, go ahead.
So when he takes the meeting,
shout out to Chris Hill. He got and they'll picture of the month.
So he wasn't gonna take the meeting. They was gonna offer the job to Craig T. Nelson. Remember Coach?
I think. Oh yes, Coach.
Coach was gonna take.
Murphy did get hurt and Strider out for the year.
Dang, y'all. Yeah. Hey, I forgot about. I thought about Strider too, Spencer Strider too. Yeah. Murphy got hurt too.
Yeah, he got hurt. He got hit with a pitch today.
Craig T. Nelson was going to take the job, going to take the role that Al Bundy had, where he would have been the one married to Sofia Vergara. But he wanted a 6-episode deal for the pilot. So he turned it down, and then Al Bundy went back, and that's how he ended up on Modern Family.
Shout out to him. Shout out to Ed O'Neill. Is he the greatest? Did you guys talk about that?
Guys, talk about that dumb baseball player who just got. I don't even know what the dude's name is, but yeah. I told one of the homegirls today on Facebook, I was like, have any of these kids ever heard of the name Pete Rose? Charlie Hustle?
Who should
be in the Hall of Fame.
Be in the Hall of Fame.
The ultimate hits king. Man, they call him Charlie Hustle for a reason. But
you think Magic saw something too?
Yo, you stupid.
Wait. This is not the conspiracy theory show.
Not that show. But
what she said, I want to say he was.
I just want to say he was with the Pirates when he did that last year.
Yeah, he was.
Because he was playing. He currently is on the Padres. He's on the Padres.
Yeah.
So look, we know he didn't do this. We know the story. He was with the Pirates.
Yeah.
By the way, the freaking Pirates people.
Barry Bonds, Bob Manila.
No. Yeah, they must. Well, who's pitching for the Pirates back in the heyday? Do you remember? Is Garrett Cole still there or something? How the heck did I just get no runs?
Crazy.
No runs.
Went today?
Yes. Lost 1-0 to the Pirates.
Oh, that's why I lost my fucking.
To the Pirates. To the Pirates. That's probably Andrew Friedman calling, trying to figure out how he gonna get some better bats or something.
Getting a better bat is out of control.
But anyway,
and he didn't even say no. He didn't say Paul.
No, did he?
No, nothing. He just said he want a better bat.
So guess what it is.
Y'all letting that rock?
No, did he? But that's how it happened. But Al Bundy, they said he hits it out the park as Donald Sterling. Jackie Weaver, she plays Shirley Sterling. They said you would think you're actually looking at Shirley Sterling with her.
Wait, who?
Her name is Jackie Weaver. I forgot.
Ain't that the dude who sung?
No. This is a Australian white lady.
Who sung Lion King?
That's Jason Weaver from ATL in the Jackson movie. Not Jackie, stupid man. But
I'm gonna be a mighty king.
They said that was the first time all of them were together recently at the Pantages.
Yeah.
So they said, and Lil Murder from P Valley plays Chris Paul.
All right, I'm out of here.
But the girl, I forgot her last name. Her first name is Cleopatra. She's the one who plays V. Stiviano.
That's the one that Trust said they look like.
Yeah, they said Trust said that.
What's the name of the movie? Show Clipped.
Clipped.
Oh, Clipped.
Basically Clippers, but it said it's ED. CILPP with ED.
Clipped.
Stupid. But the first two, they said those, and then obviously Lawrence Fishburne plays Doc Rivers. They said obviously the characters of Doc Rivers.
That's disrespectful of Lady. Oh shit.
That's her.
Holy shit.
That's her. But she's
this picture up here look disrespectful of Lady.
Yeah, that one.
That look crazy.
But that's her on the red card. That's her.
Well, she don't look like.
She's skinny too though. She is.
What you saying, John? I was just so looks at her face. Why you talking about she's skinny?
Because she plays V. Stiviano. And V. Stiviano was tall. But yeah, they said obviously Al Bundy is out as Sterling.
What the fuck is?
I don't know about that. As Sterling, cool. Lawrence Fishburne as Doc Rivers, he did cool, and he didn't try to do the Doc Rivers voice.
He should have.
And then I would say Jackie Weaver, Shelley Sterling.
Is this V. Stiviano right there?
Yes. That's the original. That's the silly rabbit. That is the woman who brought down Donald Sterling.
Yeah.
And then obviously they said Lil Murda playing Chris Paul. And obviously the first 2 episodes,
Mark gonna look up the wrong movie. Damn, my question got derailed. Is he the greatest white sitcom father?
Okay. Who are the white sitcom fathers? We got Al Bundy, Tim Allen from Home Improvement,
Peter Griffin.
Yeah, it's true. Peter Griffin. Homer Simpson. Where it's only being streamed on Hulu. It's a FX production, but it's only available on Hulu. The first 2 episodes are out, but it's only on Hulu.
That girl who playing me. Never mind. I'm not even about to do this.
Yeah, the girl, Cleopatra Coleman. That's the name of the actress who plays V. Stiviano.
Is he saying Lady looks like the actual V or
the actress who plays the actress who's playing V. Y'all extra that.
Y'all have to pay for my thoughts because I was about to go crazy right now.
Yeah. Y'all extra what he think what his comparison between Lady and Cleopatra Coleman. But clipped. Not clipped.
Oh, like so you can't have kids no more.
Well,
all right.
Well, she got him by the ball, so she must not. But but yeah, also sad news we signed out.
Can we go Area 51? Oh
no,
shit.
We can't. For next for another 2 weeks.
Fuck.
Nigga. I'll talk about that. I'm about to.
Nigga, look at this. No. Hell no. All right.
Yeah, she's Australian.
John.
She's awesome.
John, you are not about to get me to say anything negative about anybody right now. I'm in a positive state of mind.
Of course.
But
we saw some sad news yesterday.
Milkman John doing feet pics on OnlyFans.
Yeah,
nothing major. Okay.
No, yeah, I don't know.
Johnny Bauer. Oh shit.
I'm about to Hulu my hair. Oh, that's okay.
All right. Oh, okay.
Okay, and I'm not paying attention to that, but
right.
RIP to the great Larry Allen.
Sniped. Who? Oh, Larry.
Larry Allen passed away while he was vacationing. The Hall of Fame line from the Cowboys.
We don't want to buy you for your thoughts, Mark. That's cool. But y'all go laugh.
You buy you for your thoughts, not thoughts.
But y'all go laugh whenever if y'all ever hear what I really think about some of these things y'all talking about.
Yeah, but he ended up passing away while I was on vacation with his family. Positive state of mind. Yo, shut up. I hate Josh, by the way. And by the way, Josh totally lied about that.
Dig. All right, go ahead, John.
R.I.P. Larry Allen. The Hall of Fame lineman from the Cowboys passed while he was on vacation. Suddenly, with his passed while he was on vacation with his family in Mexico at the age of 52. Literally, to me, the greatest lineman I ever saw.
Rest in peace to Larry Allen. Who passed suddenly.
Compton legend. Yeah, that's right. Compton legend. Yeah. Obviously, people don't know Larry Allen's from the city. He's from.
They say how he passed. He got killed.
Still trying to figure out, but it's true. No, he was vacationing with his family. Found it. He was vacationing with his family, and they just say he passed suddenly. He was with his wife and his kids. By the way, his Hall of Fame speech had an ultimate line. He talks about when him and his wife went on his first date. She said he said she cooked them 2 chickens, some French fries, baked them a cake, and poured him a 40.
On their first date?
Yes.
So wait, he went to her house on the first date?
Yeah.
Man, that's crazy. How? Nope, this is not no rules.
First, she cooked the 2 chickens.
That's crazy.
Some fries.
And y'all see how letting a man come to your house on the first date can lead to marriage sometime? Anyway.
2 chickens, some fries, a cake. She baked them a cake and poured him a 40. So we pour out a little liquor for Larry Allen. Rest in peace to a legend.
Rest in peace to Larry Allen.
But yeah, make sure y'all watch Clip, and we'll talk about episodes 1 and 2 on Friday, because there's an episode on there. We're talking about JJ Redick where it involves JJ Redick, and we'll definitely got to talk about that. And
is that Dr. J?
Yeah, that's the same. But they say Chris Paul does not look good in the series.
If you ask most people who play what they all have.
and then we'll talk about more of that on Friday. Enjoy game 1 of the finals. I know I'm not still saying let's go Mavs, but I don't want the Mavs to win. We got to get a no sports rules for you one day. We missed it. We had Will was in the house a few last month. So, but
that's not what he means.
I know what he's saying.
That's not what he means. He for sure. Y'all have to pay for some of these episodes. I'm telling y'all.
Yeah, right.
There's some wild stuff that's about to fly out.
Brave Raider said, "Yeah, Larry Allen's wife was legendary. Chicken, cake, and a 40. Don't forget the fries, and the fries, and the fries." And don't forget No Rules Wednesdays, 7:30 Pacific time on Instagram Live.
Tomorrow, my guy will see what was going on.
That's to be determined tomorrow. But we'll be back on Friday to talk game 1 of the finals and definitely talk about Clipped and Dodgers Yankees series kicks off this weekend as well. Make sure you subscribe to Sports4U podcast. Don't worry, we're gonna after the 300 episode, y'all hear more about it. But we need to once we get the 300 episode, once we do some housekeeping, we'll let y'all know. Yeah, can't forget the fries. Sam said I need help getting back on IG. Well, just go and start a new account, Sam. That's all you basically can do. That's all you can basically do. Or if your account got hacked, you need to just talk. Email the people at Instagram. But subscribe to Sports4U podcast on YouTube.
True.
Like us on Twitter. Like us on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram.
We'll start the damn Patreon.
Sports4U podcast.
Hey, Noodle, unfortunately, it's a paywall.
Yeah, it will be.
No Areola 51 allowed. On Patreon, we allow areolas, and there won't be no Area 51.
Do y'all have fries with your rump? No, relax. So the Super Bowl, Noodle said FYI, Larry Allen sold the Super Bowl ring for. Oh wow. Well, I didn't need to know that, Noodle, but damn.
Oh, so Magic gotta
relax. But like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Sports4U podcast. Follow me at John Watson 0984 on Twitter and Instagram. Follow Mark on Instagram at HighOnMark and HighOnMark1 on Twitter.
And Darth Vader, you heard?
And follow Nick Freeze and 99 Gorilla. Happy birthday, Nico. That's why Nick is in here. So
happy birthday to my nephew.
And he'll be back on Friday. He'll be back on Friday. I'll be here on Friday. Mark will be here on Friday.
There should be a No Rules Canadian episode.
Oh wow.
Mo, if you listen, we can and Bella.
That's right. Get your merch. We got the Sports4U hoodies and t-shirts available right now.
All the beaver you can eat.
If you want a Sports4U hoodie or t-shirt, make sure you DM us at Sports4U Podcast on Twitter or Instagram. DM us to find out your pricing, what available sizes we have.
Hey, there you go, John.
And if you even out of state even out of the city of Los Angeles, shipping details.
I'm glad John didn't say for sizing info because you can't DM. See, there go like.
She just can't help herself. All right, we'll see y'all Friday. Enjoy hoops. Enjoy this WNBA.
You said enjoy Hooters?
Hoops. Well, enjoy Hooters. If you go to Hooters,
Happy Titty Tuesday.
If you go to Hooters, enjoy them too. They're pretty good. It's a pretty good restaurant. I recommend the one in Long Beach by the Pike.
Tig said Pride Scene. Yeah, that's where they play weekend songs according to Drake.
Well, we have to be careful. That parade's coming up. Are we going by a race? Nah, you know, yo, that's crazy. Well, are they as soft as the note? Yes, same material, t-shirts, hoodies.
I hate Lay and I hate John. Why do I have to be a part of this?
Why?
Why do I have to be a part of it? I hate everything.
I'm sorry. Look, we'll be back on Friday. Y'all have a good night. We'll see y'all on Friday.
The one by the pipe? What the fuck?
Okay, we getting out of here. Peace out.